I always remember the main memories of mine of that day was where Frankie rode the first three, and John and I who were here, we just never thought that that would happen, and we'd never backed either. But when Decorated Hero won in the fourth, we thought, crikey, we're going to have a bad day because he's won again. So obviously he went on to do it, but the main sort of memory of it really was where he came out and and to see the crowd with that bottle of champagne, and it was just electric really. You could really feel the achievement throughout the crowd, and it was just amazing. But at the end of the day, it was Frankie at his best, and you just couldn't beat it really. Amazing. Still got the programme from that day. It's still in the top drawer at home, and I haven't looked at it actually for quite a while, but recently had it out, and it's the horses that won. Decorated Hero in the fourth. Really, if you could, in hindsight, look back on that day and think, well, that won, and then the very next race, Faithfully won, which, you know, it means, in a way, if you were that sort of person, you could think, well, he's going to ride all seven, but he did, and I suppose that was the clue. So, but we were clueless that day.
Nowhere really compares with Ascot,
no,
you know,
that's true.
and with days like Frankie's seven, that's, you know, a bit unbeatable really.
Because as with all historical events at the time, you don't realise the significance of them, do you? Until...
I think realistically though, you knew it was an extra special day, and for it to happen here at Ascot just makes it that much more special. The sort of main memory for myself, the final race of the day, I believe he was riding a horse called Fujiyama Crest. When they came into the straight back the 2 furlong pole, Frankie was there with Pat Eddery, and there was just a complete wall of noise as they came up the last 2 furlongs, and I've never heard anything like it. You know, he won by the shortest distance, and the rest is history, as they say. But incredible day.
And I've still got the race card, which we didn't queue up to get Frankie to sign on the day, but I sent it off to him afterwards, and it did come back in the post, and he'd signed my race card for me.
Yeah, you probably remember that just after the race had finished, he was in the unsaddling enclosure, spraying everybody with champagne. So it was a very exciting day for him, obviously. Yeah, just very memorable.
Gary Wiltshire, famous bookie, notorious for Dettori Day. Well, 25 years ago as well, wasn't it? I thought it was 25 years ago. And I'm back at maybe the gravestone, where this is actually where it occurred, where I stood 25 years ago, 2 from the end. All the good pictures are up there. I come here that day, and who would have thought I'd be a part of history on that day? But and even driving in here today, it was it sends shivers. You know, I've never actually been a bookie at Ascot on this side, and I never will, I don't think, because that was the day that it's history. Would I ever stand here again? No. I lost 1.4 million on one race, the last race, 1.4 million pounds. It took me 4 years to pay everyone back. There was the big firms who wanted me off the racecourse a week after. You know, I've had a good repertoire with people, and luckily enough, you know, the big people who owed the money, so I said, look, I'll sell my house, I'll sell the cars, everything could go, but give me a bit of time to get the money together. And I did, and they did, and I'm still here now, 25 years later, still a bookie, still called the belly from the telly, because after that I got work on BBC TV. I was a betting presenter with John Parrott. It was fascinating, you know, how my life turned after that day. But, you know, and I said to, if anything ever happened to me, God forbid, I said to my family, they said, where do you want to be? Where do you want your ashes? Cheltenham? I said, there's only one place it can be, can't it? It's got to be here, isn't it? Ascot, you know, I've died once here, let's die again here. But I love the place, and it's fantastic.